More than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. In 2021, 6,000 people died in the United States while waiting for a match. A woman from Tennessee, Elizabeth Wright, found out that she would be one of the thousands in need of a miracle. And it turns out the perfect match was in Aberdeen, Mississippi.
That's right. Our Keely Shields got an exclusive interview with the ladies to learn about the meaning of saving a life.
It was out of the blue when Elizabeth Brand Wright started feeling unwell. Blood work showed that Wright's kidney was functioning at 28%, which is close to failure, and the normally healthy woman would need a transplant fast.
When I got to the first kidney specialist, the results showed that, in fact, it had gotten even worse. So that's when I first knew something was really wrong. And I remember I had a kidney biopsy done, and they called us back and said, you and your husband need to come in person to get these results. Like, we're not going to tell you over the phone. And that was the first moment that I was like, okay, something's really wrong here.
Even with the severity of her condition, a donor was going to be hard to find, and her options were limited.
The doctors told me the list for a deceased donor is about 5 years. And I really didn't have that long, to be just frank. So the doctor said, the best option for you, and especially to get a kidney that's going to last the longest, would be to get a living donor. And I remember looking at him and I was like, well, how do you go about getting one of those?
That's when her longtime friend, more like sister, Shirley Bays, submitted her name to become a living donor. And to the surprise of both of them, she was a perfect match.
It came to me pretty strong when I read her text message that I needed to put my name on the list because I'm O negative blood, which I knew that was universal. I knew it would mix with hers. There wasn't an issue with my blood type. So, but I had a pretty strong feeling then that if I gave her my name, it was me. It's just, I can't describe it. It's a feeling I had.
Now, a month after surgery and still on the road to recovery, both ladies say that this is nothing short of a miracle, and it was possible because of their faith.
And all these nurses keep coming in there and they just keep looking at each other, and they're looking at me and they say, this is a perfect kidney. Like, I don't know where this came from, but you have a perfect kidney, like a perfect kidney. And you just kind of sit there like, wow, God had this all figured out.
The day before at my pre-op, I didn't know this was even possible, but he showed me on his computer screen, my surgeon, that my kidney function was 112%.
And while it's given Wright a second chance at life, it's opened her perspective on what selflessness is.
I can't imagine the people that donate that don't even know the person. I mean, it's a huge gift, and to ask somebody to do that when they love you is one thing.
I don't really know what to say. I love her, but it wasn't a question. It was never a question.
Wright's new kidney should last up to 20 years.